This is community radio.
At its finest. So welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr.
I
Edmund.
can't hear it.
And we want to
Welcome you to the
Tampa Bay Breakfast Club
Hey, well,
on 99 Jam.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. And it's brought to you
by the New Image Project, part of the Community Development and Training Center,
aka
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in.
And welcome y'all. Thank y'all for
helping us to
redefine what's cool. What? You know it's smart. It's
and if you don't know,
dang, middle child.
Baby.
No, I was giving it to you and then you started messing it up. You rewind it.
It's the remix.
It's the remix.
It's Monday.
It is Monday, y'all. Welcome. How y'all feeling?
It's Monday.
So how do
It's
you?
a holiday.
It's a holiday Monday. Yeah. So I got that holiday feeling.
How do you feel?
Man, I'm tired. I cleaned up my garage and my yard this weekend, and boy, look at here. That's a
I mean that's good. It's a powerful Memorial Day weekend. Big shouts out to all the veterans who served us armed and unarmed duty.
And that's what it is.
I don't know. They say something like that. Some people
As Kiana puts her head in her hands.
Some of them be unarmed. Yeah.
That's the real thing. Unarmed
conflicts, and some of them ain't been in no conflict.
Don't let him get you like that, Jam. Don't let him get you. Jam said, "Sounded right."
From the Tampa Bay,
that's what you call a Jabbar fact. That's a Jabbar fact right there.
No, and I get where he's coming from. This is called trying to be creative.
Okay.
And just said, you know, thank you for everybody that served. Unarmed and on.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you serve, you serve.
Yes, but some people,
and we appreciate.
Some people ran past the bomb.
Yeah.
But everybody who served also is always armed. They always have, because they got to go through gun training and all that other stuff.
If you serve, give us a call. Tell us what we don't know about
run, better run.
It is for the people who passed
away.
So
let me give it to you.
Yeah, we're honoring them.
It's Memorial Day, y'all. So the origins of Memorial Day have significant connections to African American history, particularly through a remarkable event that took place in Charleston, South Carolina in 1865. The event, referred to as the First Decoration Day, involved a large gathering of formerly enslaved African Americans and was the precursor to the modern Memorial Day holiday. So the first Decoration Day was May 1st in 1865 in Charleston. But at the end of the Civil War, Charleston was a city that was destroyed after the recent end of slavery. And one significant site in the city was the Washington Race Course and Jockey Club, which had been converted into a Confederate prison camp during the war. Many Union soldiers held there had died from disease and poor conditions, and their bodies were buried in unmarked graves. A group of African-American residents of Charleston, including former slaves, organized the event. They aimed to honor the Union soldiers who had died at the prison camp and to give them a proper burial. The African-American community, along with some white missionaries and teachers, exhumed the bodies of the Union soldiers from mass graves and reinterred them in a new cemetery with individual graves. They built a high fence around the cemetery, inscribed martyrs of the race course on the archway over it. And then the ceremony gained about 10,000 people, mostly African Americans, gathered to honor the fallen soldiers. The event included a parade that was led by 3,000 Black children carrying flowers and singing, followed by men and women and Union soldiers. The participants decorated graves with flowers, hence the term Decoration Day. And the ceremony featured patriotic songs, readings, and a picnic, emphasizing both mourning and the celebration of freedom and victory. And that was the precursor for modern Memorial Day, which is officially declared in 1971. Wow. It's now observed on the last Monday in May, and it honors all military personnel who have died in service to their country.
Dang. Yeah, like they've been doing it forever. I know it was just observed in 1971.
Officially.
First of all, anything that Black folks is involved in just started.
Wow.
How about that?
How about that? Like, if you think about Memorial Day, MLK, Juneteenth.
Yeah, Juneteenth just started.
But they don't associate Memorial Day with that's like
this
a black
is why
event.
you don't know that it's not new. If they just associate it with us, we would know. Because it would have took it would have took forever.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't find out the African origins of it until about 4 years ago. And I think that might have been when we had the professor here.
Right. And
I think the professor might have put me up on the African origins of Memorial Day.
Because that's a part of erase the history.
Yeah. They call it Decoration Day, where they said, they wanted to
decorate.
They want to decorate graves. And so you'll see that happening as a part of some of the festivities today, where they'll go and clean up the cemeteries and, the graves of fallen soldiers is something that they do as one of the celebrations and acknowledgments of Memorial Day. You got any veteran soldiers in your family?
That passed away doing service?
Yeah.
Not doing service.
Okay.
But I definitely have, my grandfather served, my brother served.
Okay.
You might have to cut it up. Maybe.
It is. Look.
I don't know.
You asked for it, now you got it.
Yeah,
now you don't know.
And it sounded real good when whatever you did. Do that again.
So
yeah.
We need new mics, y'all.
So that was our Memorial Day's history. How do you celebrate? How do you engage? What you do on Memorial Day?
So yesterday, I usually don't celebrate on Monday. It's usually always on Sunday. Yesterday we did our favorite thing.
Hit the water, jet skis,
and went to the beach.
From the pier to the doggone
Amalie
Arena somewhere.
So we did. Honestly, you know what? I didn't even get on jet skis yesterday, right? But we did rent them. They kind of sprayed us. And was like, they go real far on the jet ski. So, and even the jet ski guy that we went from, he was like, y'all. So then he called himself like semi-confronting me.
He ain't spray y'all. He told the truth.
No, he did.
Y'all go real far. That's what I just did.
Right, but
y'all go way somewhere. Y'all get on them and ride.
Yeah, right. But listen, so then he was like, and I said, we was only like 10 minutes late. He was like, you were 30 minutes late. I was like, I wasn't. And I said, did you remember that one of our jet skis broke down and it took you like over 45 minutes to fix it? Uh-oh. And he looked. I said, oh, no, don't shut up now. Like, while you saying all of that, did you remember that part and I didn't ask for no money back?
Why you talking turkey?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So then, this is when I realized he was talking about us because he didn't have like a whole lot of jet skis, but he was like, I'm still going to look out for you because, all right, cool. So we go to the black guy. I've never met Isaiah a day in my life. Okay. So I go over there talking to Isaiah.
That's
he was like, the black guy.
Okay.
He was like, oh, I got you. But y'all ain't going far, y'all.
Yeah, the word done got around.
Oh, well.
Yeah, they finna go to Amalie Arena.
Yeah, they going.
But I told him, you said
convention center, right? From the pier to the convention center.
I did tell him. I said, we didn't go as far as you told me you could go. You said, don't go to the Skyway, don't go to the other bridge. You got 200 something miles to go wherever you want to go.
And you went 199.
I surely did. I surely did.
In fact, 400.
And then you're not supposed to go that far. If you're so far out, how am I supposed to come save you? I said, well, give me the perimeters.
Right.
Like you said, I have 200 some miles to go as far as I want.
Most people be scared to do that though.
I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm gonna play nice for the next.
I remember when we did jet skis. My wife stayed real close to the shore, and she was going slow. She was like, "This it right here."
It's what's on your mind Monday.
Right here. It's
No, this is motivation Monday.
So I want to motivate y'all. Can I motivate y'all real quick?
That was somebody to get it. Did you see the shade that came from that?
No, it was no shade.
That was shade.
Yeah. That's what's on your mind Monday?
Yeah, that was shade.
He know ain't no such thing.
Right.
Yeah. So what was that?
And
they call that passive aggressive.
No.
Is that passive? Those are microaggressions, my brother.
Don't eat the swine.
These doing microaggressions over here.
I'm trying to be motivated.
You can't do we don't do microaggressions.
On this Memorial Day Motivational Monday, we want to honor. Well, he's not He's haven't done service, but he's acted as people in the Army.
Okay.
Terrence Howard. So y'all know Terrence Howard is the new.
He was an actor.
Yeah, he is the new
Did he
Tony
pass
Stark.
away?
No, he's the new Tony Stark.
I'm rocking with Terrence. Though.
Hold on, because they talking bad about the man.
They should be, because I'm rocking with the man.
Terrence Howard has come out as a genius. So you know how people come out of the closet.
With his pet.
He's came out of the closet.
I'm with Terrence, man.
He's the black Tony Stark in real life.
Yeah.
He owns the patents to virtual reality, augmented reality, and several other things.
Yeah.
Right,
like 70-something patents.
Yes, this man is bananas.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. Smarty is the new gangster.
All the time.
So he went on to the Joe Rogan show.
Yep.
One of the biggest podcasts out there. And he did outstanding.
Yeah.
Like he rivaled the other genius.
Neil deGrasse?
No, Cat Williams.
Okay. Okay. You don't put them in the same class.
He talking about Neil deGrasse. No,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is an astrophysicist.
Cat is a goddamn phenomenon too.
Yeah,
did you see Cat special?
No, I don't watch his comedy shows.
No,
I only watch his interviews.
This is why he had to go so hard on Shannon Sharp, because he knew this one was gonna be a bomb.
What he did?
He knew it was garbage.
What, he had another interview?
No, he did. He had that's how you know it's trash. So
was it Willie D?
He had his own comedy special.
He had a comedy special.
Was that Dark Matter?
Yes.
Okay, because he was doing that tour. I think they came here.
Maybe it was the one after Dark Matter.
Because Dark Matter came here. Yeah.
Whichever one just dropped on Netflix the same
time. It ain't funny.
Not at all. No funny.
You get some hee hee ha ha's, but you'd rather go and watch something else.
Oh, you looking to see how long it is or how far you
right.
into it?
And then like
you know it ain't good when you start looking at like how much more of this we got. How long?
And then on top of that, what you're doing is
you ever do that?
You know how like you overlap because you still want to show him support even though you at your home and sitting at your TV.
Okay.
You still like, oh yeah, that's what
it wasn't. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, but you got some more on Terrence Howard?
Yes, Terrence Howard, he's been catching a lot of flack for the Joe Rogan interview.
I knew that though.
Different physicists and scientists are coming out, standing against a lot of the stuff he said. But this is what I said. This is what science is, right? Science is the most ultimate art.
Yeah.
You don't really know. When you get the deepest part of science, it's all about hypothesis and what we hope and what we think and what the knowledge has taught us up until now.
Yeah.
And what he came out with is an alternative look at the traditional agreed upon hypothesis.
Yeah, and I think that's when you talk about agreed upon, like there was a time when everybody thought that the earth was flat.
Yeah, and they agreed upon that hypothesis.
And so anybody who said that, no, y'all wrong, it's not flat, it's round, they became like the outcasts.
And the hypothesis is an educated guess.
Pretty much.
That's just a knowledge field guess.
Yeah, but I mean stuff that he's been doing with the periodic table.
Yes,
the square root of 2.
Man,
I've been checking him out really for probably about 4-5 months now.
What?
Yeah, my daughter actually turned me on. Baby girl, she turned me on.
Yes, he come out. He has come out. As
I got
a
his book. I ain't read it yet, but I got the book.
The man has come out as a genius.
He doing his thing, man. Today is also Nothing to Fear Day.
Ooh.
Nothing to Fear Day is observed annually on May 27th, and it commemorates President Roosevelt's Franklin D. Roosevelt's, his famous declaration that the only thing to fear is fear itself. So the day encourages us to evaluate our fears and understand how they impact our lives, often hiding from us because and stopping us from becoming the best versions of ourselves. There's like a top 5 fears or phobias. Y'all want to hear them?
I know them. Let me guess.
Okay.
Fear of heights. Fear of flying.
Fear of heights is number 3.
Fear of
not flying.
Crowds.
Yeah.
Fear of spiders.
Spiders. Yeah. She's cheating and looking at my nose.
And some people.
So fear of spiders.
Some people got fear of expanding and growing. So they
not on the list, but a real thing.
Okay,
but a real thing.
Claustrophobia.
Yep, claustrophobia. Yeah.
Flying,
claustrophobia.
Fear of enclosed spaces.
Heights, vertigo.
So How about this? How about if I just read the list now? And then you say I knew that one. So
I don't think y'all
I didn't hear it, and it's probably good that I didn't.
No, it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
No, you saw one this morning. Well, Taurus is too.
Yeah. What's in that plate? What's in there? I ain't see it because I seen
a
it.
nutritious breakfast.
What the world is that?
Why people don't eat salads for breakfast, y'all?
You said to put a dancing taste in your mouth.
I don't know why people don't eat salad for breakfast. I'm finna do like Mr. I'm finna do like Mr. Edmund. Is this freestyle Monday? Is that what we doing today?
No.
Freestyle Monday.
You got to come earlier, Brother John. You missed the whole first half of the show.
I see what happens.
I love it because I'm playing right off on you right now.
Yubi, what's good, man?
Oh my God.
So, arachnophobia is the first one.
Okay,
fear of spiders.
Okay.
That's one of the most common phobias. It causes intense fear and panic at the sight of even the smallest spider. Number 2 is claustrophobia.
I named the first 2.
You did. Fear of enclosed spaces.
Who keeping count?
It can lead to. I was, but I wasn't.
Then you did the 3. Then you did the 3rd one.
So, yeah, that's.
The fear fight.
What's that? Acrophobia. Acrophobia is fear of heights.
What?
Yep, and it can prevent individuals from participating in activities involving heights, such as flying, climbing, or even standing on a balcony. Some people won't do that. Agoraphobia is the fear of open or crowded spaces, and it causes individuals to avoid public spaces. Yeah, you actually had that. Agoraphobia.
So many people.
It's too much of an open space.
What? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I be feeling like that.
Spaces.
I be feeling like that when I go to the country. So my people
too much open space.
When I stop seeing light poles and phone poles, once they disappear or when they becoming far and few between.
You think a Texas
you do got a thing on that. I remember we was traveling and we was going somewhere and you was like, boy, don't stop here. I remember he was like, he got a button on that. I remember we was on the road and he was like, man, look how tall them trees is. We ain't supposed to be out here. Them trees been growing like that for a long time.
Keep an eye on that kind
of stuff. You look, it ain't no light poles, and they got real tall trees. And I'm like, what you talking about?
Are we close? Are we there yet?
I remember that. Wow. And then the last one they said is social phobia. Social anxiety disorder. Social phobia involves fear of social situations and being judged or embarrassed in front of others, which can significantly impact one's social and professional life. Yeah. There's
all those are real.
Yeah, they're real.
So out of all of them, I think number 1, the fear of spiders.
Okay.
Would be really the only one that I have.
Heights. I don't mess with heights like I used
to. I don't mess with heights either.
Yeah.
I'm kind of.
I can do it.
I used to, and I used to not be like that. But now I find myself like I get up and I'm like, oh.
What they call it when you scared of roller coasters?
Roller coaster phobia.
Listen. I do roller coasters. I used to love roller coasters, but I can't do them no more.
Really? That's how I am about high places. Like I look over, like if it's too close to the edge, I'm like, no, I ain't messing around with that.
No, it's really just wisdom, knowing that
it ain't fear, it's wisdom. It's wisdom.
I ain't gonna be up here tossed around and flying around. Anything can happen at this point.
Michelle, good morning. Marcel, I see you.
Yeah, there is, and I like roller coasters. So I'm
a roller coaster rider.
So at Busch Gardens, we get on this roller coaster. I don't know which one it is, but I know it when I see it. Right, and it was fun. I was right. We get off. When I come back, why people stuck?
Oh no, man! You was just on the roller coaster, and when you walk by, and
I got a story.
Oh man!
I walked back by, they up there stuck. Thank God that wasn't me.
No, see, that's one of the moments when my wife be like, "See, that's why I don't ride roller coasters."
Listen,
see, I don't do them.
So I don't really do roller coasters. So I went to the little fair, right? Me and my son, we gonna ride every ride. You know how you get the
band?
The band, we gonna ride
Oh,
every
and if you got the band, you finna ride every
we gonna
ride.
ride every ride. Yeah, you know,
I know it.
we gonna ride every ride.
How much I pay for this band? Oh, we riding everything.
Everything.
Yep.
So we get on the little thing that go click up. Oh man.
Yeah.
And then drop it. Woo.
Okay.
Take you back up. And then I felt it like, wait a minute. It look kind of loose. What the? I'm up there though.
You
right. Drop it. I hold on to
it. Because you feel the thing.
You feel it. Yeah, I'm not in.
Yeah.
If I wanted to get out of the thing, I know I could have slid out of
it.
But you trying to stay
I'm
in.
trying to stay
You ain't trying to get out.
You know what happens is when they put it on you, they do it so tight, boom, and then it releases.
One, one
click. Where you go into so that you're comfortable.
Yep, it released to that one click. Yeah. But that one click, I can literally slip up out the
I think it was in your mind.
What I'm saying? Yes, I probably was.
That might have been your.
It probably was. But then, sadly, that next weekend, the young brother in Orlando. That was the same ride. We was on a smaller version of that
same ride.
I don't do that ride. Like the big bend, that's the one thing. Like I do not.
You know they got the little ones though.
At the big bend, they call it. Even at the fair, me and Cheyenne got on one time, and I told her not to get on, but she wanted to get on. It scared my poor baby to death. And me too. And I've never been on one.
What's that?
Big Ben, that's the one that go up
and then drop
straight down.
Pick you up again.
Yeah,
drop it again. Do about 2-3 times.
Now that I just
do not
like to just
up and down.
No, I'm kind of good with that.
We ain't supposed to be. You ain't astronaut. This ain't astronaut training.
Even though like I still want to jump out the plane.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You jumped out?
No, because remember it started raining.
Yep, I remember.
Yep, that's right.
They got like $500 for me.
The dirty dogs.
But I'm just saying.
I wouldn't go back either.
They did say I can use it, but it's been so long at this point. The credit probably like expired or something.
Can't expire my money.
I agree, but people make their own rules. So yeah,
you're right. Though.
But I'm still afraid to do it. I just was gonna overcome the fear.
Yeah, and that's one of the ways that you overcome.
Some fears you just gotta live with. Don't think you gotta confront all your fears.
What is a fear? Now that you might have.
Now you an action star.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So on Nothing to Fear Day, because that's what we're talking about. If y'all just tuning in, we're talking about today being Nothing to Fear Day. We've covered some of the top 5 fears that people have. And what it talks about is ways what you can do on this day. I'm coming to y'all. Just hold tight. So consider having conversations with friends like what we're doing about the most common fears and how they affect their lives. So you start with like a personal reflection. So you share a fear that you have and how it impacts your daily life, and you encourage others to do the same. So do you have a particular fear that impacts your life?
Yes. My fear, one of my fears, and I think I gotta seek counseling on this. I fear white supremacy. And then not just the traditional white supremacy, hold the black man down white supremacy. I'm talking about the invasives, the secret white supremacy that works through other blacks. You get what I'm saying? The internalized racism.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
That hold other people back. That fears. I'm scared. Brother John, I'm scared of it. I'm scared of what these turkeys might do.
Kiana, get your hand off your head, Kiana.
What kind of fear is that?
Kiana, get your hand off your head, Kiana.
What kind of fear? What kind of fear?
Are you is it a fear or is it a dislike?
No, it's a fear. I'm scared of these turkeys.
You scared of it, huh?
Yes. Because you gotta think.
White supremacy.
You gotta think. Like I say, just not the hold a black man down white supremacy. But
that's kind of
the white supremacy it, though, right? That works through other blacks and other minorities. But the thing Brown, the Latin brothers, the white supremacy that I feel from my Latin brothers and sisters that's supposed to love me too.
Okay.
I mean, my other brothers, I ain't just talking about them. I'm talking about the whole circumference of the white supremacy triangle. Because white people may be on the top, but then the other corners of the white supremacy triangle is black and brown people doing white supremacy things to their people.
Marcel said that internalized racism is scary, especially when we confront it in ourselves.
Ooh. Now that's a ooh.
Yeah. when you confront it in yourself.
Because so while you say that, and Marcia, some people do it unintentionally.
Yeah,
like just like we said, like Black Lives Matter,
that's ignorance,
right? But you know how like sometimes you take the torch. Like I always say, I hate it when we're the first ones to call each other out. Like let them do it. Don't.
Nixie, good morning.
Like if I know you lied, I'm just gonna sit there and just let the lie go. Point, and he was covered that they shut it up. But then when he started really doing work and he wanted to sue to get his money for the rights, they said, "Oh,
yeah, it's usually some business."
Again, if this wasn't to not just to bring the black man down, and I'm not saying he's not wrong because he's dead wrong. But what happened? They've been covering all these times.
Let me get in the double
somebody off.
I hear you.
Let me jump in as you turn in that rope because you cooking, and we talking about white supremacy, right? And Mr. Edmund highlighted the fear of white supremacy,
right?
And that's a part of it too. I think as long as what he was doing was not threatening them and their supremacy, then he get a pass.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
then when you start leveling up and making moves that start to put you in a different place, that's when they start using the things that they know about you that they've been knowing, but they start bringing it out and highlighting it. And they might,
now we finna let
like they've been had that video.
They've been known what Cassie would if they had the video back then. If he paid somebody $50,000 to get the video back then, it's just a downloaded video, so anybody could have had it.
Yeah.
They chose not to leak it.
Yeah.
But what happened is, for me, when you start really talking about, you seen Revolt and what he was doing on there.
Revolt Summit.
And then he had some real stuff. And just like the people of the power say, no. You can feed them garbage all day.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make them laugh, do all that other stuff. But when you try to give your people knowledge and do more stuff, oh no, we didn't give you power for that. So let me take that from you.
So that's when white supremacy rears its head.
So is the moral of the story stay in your place?
Moral of the story is
that's
don't.
Part of the story.
Yeah. The moral of the story is don't do wrong, so they don't have nothing against you.
But what about all the wrong that's already done?
That's always our story, though.
But but I mean, honestly,
we always have to be above reproach, as they say. Because
life ain't fair. Yeah. What did dude say? Who jumped who went and jumped the daddy? He said life ain't fair.
Hey, baby, tell your daddy life ain't fair.
Tell your daddy life ain't fair.
Hey, but no, I mean, I think there is a reality that we are in front of. That, like you say, we got to be above reproach. We can't have backgrounds. We can't have this. We can't have that.
And that's crazy.
But the reality is, I think what we got to do is neutralize some of that by just being our authentic self.
And I think the fear of white supremacy, it shows up for those who do have backgrounds, and it stopped them from making moves.
Yeah.
Because even if the background itself wouldn't hinder you, you know that at some point, the move that you make,
they're gonna come after you.
They're gonna come after you, and they're gonna use.
This is how you beat white supremacy when you have like skeleton in your the skeletons in your closet. Tell your own story.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can come on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
That's the New Image Project,
we
y'all.
welcome you, and it's just like the church. We call it all flawed individuals, every imperfect person out there. You can come to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club and tell your story, talk about it, because we not trying to judge it. This is a judgment-free zone.
And we're talking about Nothing to Fear Day, nothing to fear but fear itself. So we're talking about the personal reflection, then understanding the fear. And so that it also, like, sometimes fear serves as a natural survival response, but also it can lead to an irrational behavior.
Natural survival response.
Yeah.
That is so potent right there, because that's where the trickery happens at.
Okay.
Because the survival instinct kicks in, and then the reality is, whether you know it or not, we survive better. We thrive when we survive together.
Yeah.
But when you just surviving by yourself, that's that survival mode.
And I think
that's cut everybody's throat mode.
And I think the border part of it is when it says when it leads to irrational behaviors.
Irrational.
Because like,
you know what that sounds like to me?
You might have a poisonous spider that's in the corner, but it's in the corner. So that's a natural survival fear. I don't want to get bitten by this poisonous. But the irrational part of it is when you start like losing your mind and you're like, oh my God, somebody get in here, please. Oh. Like, that's when
the irrational behavior.
Yeah. It sounds like also trauma.
Okay.
We all
it's a lot. Trauma, it's trauma. It sounds like, you know, how like,
I heard that.
Yeah, it's definitely a trauma that had self-sabotage when you know, when you looking
that
at it. That
should have been on the list. Self-sabotage.
It is. You look at it in every aspect.
Renee,
like,
good morning.
when you're like, people are not afraid of failure because we've all failed.
Yeah.
It's the success that they're afraid of. So then,
but I think people are afraid of failure.
But those are hyper successful people.
Sometimes you get it. Or there are people who don't take any action because they
scared to fail.
They trying to make it right.
So it's
because
okay.
No.
I've seen it. Like, I've seen it.
I know that.
Yeah.
But
I see it all the time too.
Where you won't move because you got to make sure that the move is the right move because you don't want to fail.
You know why?
But you got everything that you need, but you won't take that next step.
But it's not the fear of failure because you're already failing because you haven't tried to succeed.
But they don't know that.
But it's the fear of success that hinders you because you say, I don't want to fail.
Wow.
But if you don't ever make that step, you're already failing.
See, I have a different take on that. I think the fear of success, I hear that loud and clear. But I think there is a distinction because I believe that there is a fear of failure and there's also a fear of success, and they show up and they show up differently.
Yes.
Like that fear of failure.
But self-sabotage ain't all of them.
Yeah.
So some people only self-sabotage because of what they don't want. But
it might be one of the other. It might be the fear of success or the fear of failure. Like the self-sabotage might be not taking the step and doing all of the things that you do to fail. And then the fear of success, from what I've seen is when you succeed, it's going to put you on another level.
Yeah.
And that responsibility, I don't want to go there. Like that's being afraid of heights. You know you're about to go up on another level.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, enter that space. You know what I'm saying?
And I think
once you succeed, it's hard to stay at that level.
Yeah. And there's a lot of pressure at the top or when you at a pinnacle of something. But I want to say this because I think I see this in a lot of our children and it's like passed down, and it's the self-sabotage, it's the fear of flying. You know what I mean? They're not doing their best at nothing. And I could do better. I'm just going to do what it takes to get through. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a little bit of that. I had it bad. Yeah. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Which one?
Not doing my best.
Okay.
Right? Just doing enough to get by or just cutting the corner or just whatever.
Get it done.
Just whatever. Or just whatever.
Yeah.
And then it lessened me personally. It lessened me from being my best. Yeah. And then it took me to be a grown man and say, you know what? I'm going to do my best at everything in front of me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Whatever, I don't care what you put in front of me. I'm going to do my best to do my best to do my best.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Right.
But that didn't come until probably my 30s.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And
it's a muscle that has to be developed.
My whole teens, preteens, and adolescence, if I would have learned that, oh man, who knows where I'd be at right now?
Yeah.
If I would just apply myself.
And that's one of the challenges too with, I guess you can call it genius or greatness, because what I've experienced is being blessed and having like certain gifts and talents. A lot of times your average is on par with a lot of people's best.
Yeah, I hear
like it was a lot of stuff that I didn't have to try real hard to do.
Yeah.
But other people had to try hard to do. And so what that does is that puts you in a place where it's like, okay, me just doing enough is on par with their best. So you don't give your best.
Yeah.
It did. It absolutely did.
It really does. Like,
because it's like I knew I could do better, but it's like, okay, just to keep up with them. Like I missed 55 days of school and still was on honor roll.
Yeah.
Like what if I would have been there every day?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And been like
victorious.
I really could have been. Like I really could have been.
Yeah.
Like if I, you know what I'm saying?
I can go for that.
Yeah. But I was like, I wasn't even there because I didn't have to try.
That's what I tell the engineers when Cheyenne go into the recording studio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, listen, the first note you hear, you're gonna love it. That's not her best.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
That's not her best.
You gonna love it.
You gonna love it, but that's not her best.
Because she can do something that you love without even trying.
Yes, I'm coming to get it.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Right. And I tell everybody that because then I'm like, you gotta push her.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, whatever you just heard, it's like her mediocre.
We talking about fear, y'all.
Yeah, this is
pushing past your fear.
Yeah,
right,
that's right.
That's just.
I hear that. I hear that though. Go
and
hard.
I'm like, go hard on her, and that you'll be surprised what you pull out.
Yeah. So what are some strategies to overcome and manage fear?
Ooh,
acknowledging it. One.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Acknowledging that you don't play like you ain't scared.
Right.
Yeah. Don't play like you. Oh. Don't play like you ain't scared. Oh, hold on. No, that's big. That's big though.
Playing like you ain't scared.
I got into a lot of trouble like that though.
Playing like you ain't scared.
I got into a lot of trouble acting like I wasn't scared.
Playing like you ain't. Listen, so we gotta listen. We're gonna have to come back. I wonder.
We got 2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes. A long time.
Okay, because all I want to say is, I've played like I wasn't scared.
Yeah.
But what I've learned to do is embrace the fear. You know that that feeling you get, because a lot of us get it. It's like that antsiness.
Yeah.
I've learned to embrace it, and I told my son this. When you feel that, that's magic.
Okay.
That's the magic.
Okay.
So if you run from that, you're not gonna never tap the magic.
Okay.
That feeling that, I'm feeling kind of nervous and I'm antsy. That's when you're okay. Let's go.
That's the magic. Yeah.
That's it.
That's the magic.
That's when the magic.
Because you're stepping out of your comfort zone at this point, right there. And you know where that fear comes at. A lot of people in our community too, and we don't subscribe to all. When you're trying to find unconditional love, when you're ready to say you feel that,
but you fight it.
Yeah,
you run from it.
You run from the magic.
Yeah, you run from the magic.
Run because that's that sweet spot where you know you about to, like, you finna bake this cake and it's finna be just right, and then you say, "Oh no, I'm gonna put something else in it
and mess it up
and mess the whole cake up."
Man, check it out. So in the 60 seconds that we got, Mama Blue said fear is the opposite of faith.
That's right.
And then UB said fear and faith are both the belief of things mostly unseen.
Ooh,
fear makes you stop or run. Faith moves you forward and prevents you from stopping. And then when we talk about strategies for dealing with it, UB says educating yourself on what you are afraid of. And that's a lot of times too. Right. Like once you learn about spiders, then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you know.
Because it's or
you learn, certain safety protocols or whatever. So yeah, we're talking about fear, nothing to fear day, y'all.
That's right.
We're gonna
be back in 7 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break and we'll be back 7 minutes after.
Y'all catch up with the Money Monday.
Yeah.
With Renee.
Oh yeah, it's
I don't know Miss Teresa. Yeah, y'all slide over there to Renee Edwards to get the $1 Million Minute.
It's the million, it's the $1 Million Minute.
Get the $1 Million Minute and come back over here.
Yeah, go ahead, listen for like 7-8 minutes, and then click on back over here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the hosts who inform and empower their listeners.
I'm Jabbar Edman. I go by Mr. Edman. My role, I'm a host and I'm co-founder.
My name is Brother John Muhammad, Your Brother John, yourbrotherjohn.com. And my role on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is host. or co-host?
I just go by Kiana. Sometimes you may hear the guys call me Q. I may say Q just depending on my personality that day. And I'm the female of the crew. All right, I think I keep balance when you look at the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So that's my role.
And I'm Bruce Moore Jr. A lot of people do know Bruce Moore Jr., obviously being born and raised here and going to school here, but there's many more people that know Reno.
St. Pete is small, and so the good things and bad things that come with a small city, you know, everybody knowing each other, of course, would be one of the pluses.
My neighbors were not only just my neighbors, they became my family.
Trying to put that back now, like really getting back to a place where we know our neighbors and we look out for each other. It was a St. Pete that existed, you know, south of Central, and then there was another St. Pete that existed north of Central and downtown. It was a struggle then, and I think it's still, you know, somewhat a struggle for black people in the city of St. Pete.
Even with every step of progress we make, it's still a struggle to, you know, implement that progress.
Did y'all hear about the weed college, the first cannabis college
in Orlando?
Talk to us,
itself.
No, yeah, I've been looking at it.
This is serious, y'all.
Over a year ago.
If you got the charges, go and get the degrees, King. You got years of experience, man. It ain't like you come into a classroom with no data.
Elon Musk said that a drug dealer knows how to manage and run a business better.
I can't believe that.
The real facts, man.
I'm all about education. But what I'm saying is that we carry this industry on our backs.
The way we started the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, Jabbar approached me about what could we do, how can we do something together, and then an opportunity to promote Amendment 4. Amendment 4 is the, you know, voting rights restoration to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, you know, Amendment 4 and other local, you know, policies.
Hello, I'm Gabe Ortiz, and this is WEDU Arts Plus. Based out of St. Pete, the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club is a morning radio show about hip-hop life and urban culture. Meet the
to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio at 99 Jams to talk about, you know, Amendment 4 and other local, you know, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host, and she, you know, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to South Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now. Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
absolutely,
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, you know, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Kiana, we invited Kiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down
and because I want you to understand what I'm saying.
What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's why Kiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? So you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying?
We just understand power, you know, and in terms of people's attention, you know, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, you know, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible.
We new and improved. We want to welcome you to join the crew. Hey, that's all I got for that. But yeah, we had to let you know we back. Hey. It's
It's not freestyle.
It's not freestyle. It's Monday. And
Monday,
with the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. So welcome back. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that.
And we like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because
Smart
is
the new
gangster.
So we all Terrence Howard's out here.
Hey man, big shouts out to Terrence Howard, man.
Smart as the new gangster.
And this is what I don't want to happen.
Yeah.
For his name to get tarnished, for them to try to discredit the information.
I told you, I'm with Terrence Howard. I'm standing with the man.
Because you never know, because they'll bring out a video of him in 16 sliding somebody across a bedroom floor.
And it'll invalidate his 75 patents that he got and all of the work that he's done.
I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you,
Because they will discredit us.
Well, if you know anything about Terrence Howard, too, I mean, he's already been smeared for.
Oh, yeah, he's a bad boy.
Yep.
That's why I said that. He's a bad boy.
They done already pulled that cut out on him.
Yep, true.
You know what I mean?
And why? That's another part of it. We were talking about fear earlier. We talking
about
no, because he was standing up for himself and calling them out on some white supremacy.
Right.
He was like it was contract negotiations around Iron Man. You know, he was in Iron Man.
Because he was a real Tony Stark. He wanted to get paid like Tony Stark.
But no, I think he was like the sidekick.
I know.
But then
really
when they was
renegotiating
for
part 2, that's why he didn't come back.
Yeah, because they didn't want to pay the man.
So they already
they brought Don Cheadle in.
Yeah,
they pulled.
But in order for them to do that, they had to drag him.
Right. So they pulled his card early.
Yeah.
So,
but he has no fear. And I did see, like I said, he was saying if something happened, he is not trying to hurt himself. He has no suicidal ideations and none of that stuff. So if they try to say that he, did something to himself.
And so I'm going to say this so people don't know this.
That was real smart of what he did because he went on one of the
Joe
biggest
Rogan
platforms and said, listen,
I ain't trying to hurt myself.
I don't got suicide. Here go my patents. And then he showed some of them.
And he walked away from some patents too. People don't know, augmented reality patent.
Oh,
the man walked away from it. That's when your
because he said they was fleecing him.
Yep.
He said they was paying, like he had to pay so much
to keep it. Yeah.
But he didn't really have to pay it. It was like the lawyers. He was saying that they got him basically. They
got him for the augmented
They got
reality.
him for the augmented reality because they was like shaking him down. It's like what
it's
like like this your first thing, and so you paying
$1,500, $2,000,
and he keep paying, and he up to like $200 now.
Yeah, and he like, what y'all get?
So he was like, you know what, y'all can have it, and now the thing worth like $2-3 trillion.
Augmented reality. So the man is responsible. Black greatness.
Yeah.
So on this Memorial Day, we want to honor all the soldiers,
and
all the servicemen and women out there. So, but we gotta say this.
Yeah,
this guy is like truly Black history.
He is.
This man is,
and he's making it. Yeah.
This is a Renaissance man,
and this is like world history. Yeah, this is gonna be world history.
And I'm gonna tell you, if they bring it out right and try to discredit him and say he stole it, I don't care because that's what y'all did.
Even if he did, right? We wouldn't have known about it until he said it.
But listen, there was a video saying he stole some of the stuff and lied about some of the stuff. So we talking about Terrence Howard.
Yeah,
he has come out as the Black Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He came out the closet as a genius.
Yeah.
Right, and Terrence Howard
came out the closet as a genius.
Dog, people playing. This was, know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
I really made a movie about man.
And then when he said,
X-Men.
even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
That's where I got that from.
I was Iron Man.
Yeah, you was Iron Man. I got that from Terrence Howard in Hustle and Flow.
Right.
Man, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
I swear.
And then Terrence Howard in Get Rich.
Die Trying.
Die Trying. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. And I might be wrong, but I'm still right. So the moral story is I'm right.
pretty much. We also talked about fear before the break, because today is Nothing to Fear Day. And we talked about like the top 5 fears or phobias, and then also some strategies for overcoming your phobias. We had some personal reflection, talked about some of our fears a little bit, and really how you can understand the fear, some of that natural survival response versus the irrational behaviors that show up when you have fears. And we was talking about it during the break, man, about just like how real this thing is. And again, being afraid is a natural response. So it's all right. Like, don't let nobody talk you into not being afraid.
Listen.
But it's how you respond to your fear.
Don't play like you ain't scared.
Let me give you this bar somebody gave me. They say courage is not the absence of fear. It's what you do in the face of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the real piece that we overlook. Because like, okay, I ain't like we act like we're not afraid. Like when it's all right to be afraid, but now how do you respond to your fear? But to not act like, oh, I ain't scared. No, it's like I'm scared, but I'm gonna do it scared. So I'm gonna move forward.
So since it's motivational money and we're talking about fear and not to be scared and nothing to fear but fear itself from the presidential speech. My first thought is you can't think about fear without thinking about anxiety.
Okay.
So a lot of us have anxiety attacks, you know what I mean? And we don't call it fear. Once we get to a certain age or a certain knowledge base, we know it's anxiety now. Yeah. But that is rooted in some type of fear or some type of something. But like
that's
I said,
on the list. It's our social phobia, social anxiety disorder.
But you know what happens is if you have courage, depending on the outcome, it becomes courage or insanity.
You got to find that courage, though.
That's it, because insanity and courage, like you keep on,
you pushing it.
You keep on doing, and it's
fear seeking.
It's the outcome of the results determine where you fall at on it.
Now listen, when we were just talking about fear, the roller coasters, and then we're talking about people stepping back from it, right? Because of wisdom and not to do that no more or whatever. But then what about the fear seekers? The people who pushing it to the limit, who looking to be on the edge. Yeah. And then if that ain't the edge no more, I want to go find a new edge. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Because
they feed on the fear.
They feed on the fear. I think I'm a fear seeker. Because I ain't never said I wasn't scared of stuff. I said I was scared of white supremacy, but I think I'm a fear seeker. Because I want to push it.
Yeah. I'm not. I like challenges. I like stuff, but yeah, I don't like the feeling of fear.
I don't like it either. Yeah. That's the anxiety. That's why I say you gotta let's discuss the anxiety. Because the anxiety is what prevents us from making the move. Our thoughts
adrenaline rush
will be adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah.
I used to be a fear seeker. So I used to be scared of a lot of things, and I would go and face it.
So I remember, now that we having this conversation, I appreciate y'all. So I can remember being afraid and then doing stuff to try and prove I wasn't. And so I'll be the one to do it. Like, I'll just do it.
That's
like I'm scared to death, but
that's a little fear seeking.
But I think it was like some ego insecure. It was something else to it too.
Okay.
Because like all of us scared, right? But then I'll be the one to be like, I ain't scared, and then I'll do it, and it was the stupidest thing ever.
That might be the Napoleon complex.
I don't know what it is, but I realized growing up that wasn't always that was like
stupid.
Yeah, it is. And that's when I started saying, you know what, that was stupid. And I stopped doing stupid stuff, and I'm like, man, that was stupid.
Napoleon complex. Like, no, that's real.
Look, my only reason for doing this was to show y'all that I wasn't scared. But but everybody's scared too.
I'm finna walk up to this car with black tint, and I don't know what's behind it. But I'm finna show
you
there that I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that. I used to be the first one just to like, okay, y'all ain't nobody. All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, and I done been there.
And now they think I'm courageous, but I'm just as scared as them. And I'm thinking that they.
But you
courageous.
are courageous because you've you face your fear.
No, I was stupid.
It's stupidity as far as it's stupidity as far as the actions that's being taken, but to the core of it, you are being courageous because you're facing a fear. That's what I was saying about, I was a young scared person. I used to be scared of everything, but I learned to face my fear. And now it's like it is an adrenaline rush.
Right.
It's like, okay, yeah. I want to fight the bully every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Okay.
Where you at?
All right, I got distracted a little bit, y'all. But yeah,
we all distracted.
Yeah, so
get out your phone.
get out
your phone. The difference between me and you is that I can multitask. I hop right into the conversation.
No, you didn't.
Did I not?
No, you didn't. Go back and watch the tape.
Double Dutch. So another one of them parts of that social fear is the fear of being judged or embarrassed in front of others. That's another one of the parts of the social fear.
Is that all right?
Because
it depends on how you behave.
It is. I mean, honestly, people be like, I don't care what nobody thinks. Everybody cares about something.
Yeah.
It could be your mama that you care about what she think. It could be your children. It could be
I agree that everybody has somebody who they care about what they think.
Yeah. Yes.
So when you say I don't care what nobody think, I hear that and it's like, okay,
but
I hear you. But
even if it's down to themselves, you care what you think about yourself.
Yeah.
And you somebody.
Yeah. No, that's
right. You
right.
know what always got me? Because since we talking about that, like I never understood like when you get like all cute and you go out and then people try to talk to you like, ugh. But what you got dressed for?
Oh.
What is that a fear?
Oh.
What is that? Is that a complex?
That's a thing.
Like,
what is that thing? I don't know what the thing is.
I never understood.
Get dressed, but they ain't you get cute to attract people. They're getting dressed for themselves. No, so everybody different. So some people got in front of that mirror and was getting dressed for themselves.
Right, and even in themselves, when you got dressed, you be like, I'm gonna kill them today.
Yeah.
And then when you do,
then when you do,
why are you looking at me? Like I just don't.
Is that a part of the killing them though?
No, but
is that what you mean when you say you gonna kill them? You know that they're gonna step to you, and when they do, you gonna shoot them down. So that's me killing them. But yeah, you get fresh to be noticed.
Right, and so just say thank you.
So speaking of fresh, because we ain't talking about nothing that happened this weekend. Speaking of fresh, the Deuces had a car show, and it was fresh people all everywhere.
Okay,
they was killing them everywhere. They all got in the mirror.
killing them.
Hey, and then before that, it was the all white party. Big shots out to Big
Boy. Encourage that. Jam don't encourage it. She got somebody egging on. Do it again. Don't encourage.
I'm trying to report the news.
You ain't trying to do it.
I'm trying to report the news.
Yeah.
So this weekend,
y'all like channeling each other energy, right? So now you, Brother John, and you, Mr. Edmund, right now, because he's trying to really be serious and do it.
Yeah, I'm trying
and
to
you like
the news,
killing them all. They're like some random off the wall. Killing them all. And he trying to like lock in.
Yeah.
Really give the details.
I'm talking about this weekend. This weekend was amazing in the city.
Bring it back.
All right. We're gonna start back at the top.
So what happened this weekend?
So this weekend. Let me get it out. Let me get it out. Okay. So this weekend, it was an amazing weekend.
Hold on, take two.
All right.
Okay.
What happened this weekend?
So this weekend it was amazing in the city. This Saturday we had another housing counseling class.
Yes.
Big shouts out to all the attendees. If you want to attend this Saturday, we're gonna have another class. All homeowners get a $50 gift card for attendance. Big shouts out to Neighborhood Home Solutions.
I want to give a shout out to you though, because I see how you really pushing this information and making sure that our community get it. It's been a few things that we'll put out there and we say, hey y'all, here's an opportunity, here's some information. But you got the information, and after you got it, you was like, man, everybody who own a home need to get this. Yes. And you've been really like making sure that like really doing the outreach.
Because we know we have an issue in our community and people losing their homes, whether it be for probate, codes compliance, any number of issues.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things they didn't teach us in school about home ownership.
Yeah.
So don't feel you know it all because you had a house for 30 years. You know, there's things that this class has been teaching folks and helping folks, directing them to resources that help them get their home improved and repaired, resources that help people just know what to do when it's time to do something as far as a family member passing. Right. Helping hand down the property without all the taxes, without all the, you know what I'm saying? Just the stuff they didn't teach us in school. So like I say, this Saturday, if you want to take part in it, hit us up in the inbox, or you can call me at 727-320-6264. That's 727-320-6264. And all homeowners in attendance get a $50 gift card for free.
Yeah. And then also the Fusion 49 cleanup was this
weekend.
That
was big. Big shouts out to Child's Park. Big shouts out to Fusion 49.
Yeah.
They cleaned it up.
And we had the all-white party.
All-white party.
All-white.
I didn't make it. I haven't been to an all-white. What's the all-white experience? Tell me about it.
It's a big party.
Big party.
I saw lots of pictures. It looked live.
Man, it looked amazing to me.
No, we had fun. Now, this is the thing is, so if I would take amazing, music was good, vibes was good.
Big shouts out to DJ Coop.
Yeah, he came in. He did like the last set of it. CJ from Tampa was the host. He's always a good host. He, you know, you would have seen him before, like at Whiskey North.
Okay, and some other,
yeah. So that's his arena. So only thing I would suggest is that we need fans everywhere in the Armory.
Fans.
It's like, so hot in there.
Keep cool.
Yeah. Oh my Lord, it's so hot.
I'm gonna tell you.
Is that a government building?
Yes, but no. I'm gonna tell you what the issue is. It's a lot of niggas.
That's why I said we need.
Listen, when you get us together,
that energy.
Hot.
Yeah.
We hot. We piping hot.
Yeah, that's why we need every table need like to have something to kind of keep, because that's how hot it was. But other than that, like amazing.
It's not an infrastructure issue. Yeah. It's just like
it's just
you just put us together and we get
space. Everybody was there.
About 1,000 people was in that thing, man.
Okay,
at least 500, 800.
Yeah.
Look, you like you want 1,000?
No, it was.
I know. I'm telling them boys off the hanger.
Shout out to like the team.
Super
Cat. Carlos, Super Cat and Big Bo and their whole team, putting this together because again,
did Tina East do the decoration?
I think Tina did. Tina did do it.
Shots out
but
to Tina.
Just looking at that and being able to bring a successful event where everybody come out, because we always want everybody to win in the city.
Yeah, big one, y'all. Big one, dog.
Is what I'll tell you about St. Pete. If you're seeing like a lot of events that's coming in here, and it's just not your regular smuggler, like look at the hood, come out there. You have, and then everybody went to the Catalyst afterwards. So
I know, I was there.
It was either the Catalyst or you went to 7th and Grove.
No, I was at Urban Drinkery. So
I went to Urban Drinkery.
That's like right across the street.
Yeah,
you go to the Deuces. Yeah.
But you look at what the city is bringing and doing it like. Everybody who does stuff hear what y'all saying y'all want to do. So come out there. So you have the car show that happened.
So I want to go back real quick because just thinking about
white
this.
Party.
The white party real quick. This is what I saw. And I saw this online, and I want to get your take as somebody who was there, you experienced it, and you also do events. I saw somebody was like, you know what, I'm selling my ticket because they got too many rules. It's too many stipulations. It's like, you can't do this, you can't wear this, you got to. What was that about? Like, because what I saw when I saw it, I was like, look,
I love that though.
Me too. Like, I'm like, okay, they letting you know, they setting this
how to come.
Yeah, because if you're not communicating clearly how to come, you thinking that you can just show up a certain kind of way.
Some people don't like rules, brother John.
That's really. And sometimes some people can go overboard.
Okay, you got too many rules.
But you know what? Listen,
but I didn't see anything unreasonable.
Even if it was their event.
Yeah.
Right? And you could choose not to go, just like you sold your ticket.
But it's a theme. You got to be inside of the theme.
When you think of themes, like when I do themes, I like to be strict because you be thinking of, like, your vision gives you what you want it to look like. So then you start to say, okay, I can't do this. And once you relax on your rules, anything comes, and then you'll get the complaint about, they should have kept their rules because then it won't be like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the rules are the rules. He didn't want anything, big coming across your shirt. You could wear different. Yeah, like if you couldn't have a polo sign, like it needed to be all white. Nothing with different colors on your outfit.
Like accessory. I was seeing the post with the rules, and it looked like they was coming out pretty frequently. But I was like, okay, that's
no sandals, like no flip flops.
But for real, it's a standard. And
there you go.
And you know how people, and sometimes when you set the standard, you're gonna lose some people.
Yeah.
And that's the intended goal.
Yeah.
Because if you can't step to the standard,
then this ain't the event for you. I love that.
And I need you to say
and we need to raise the bar. Yeah. Like,
and the bar is continuing to be raised.
That's beautiful, man.
Big shouts out to the boys, Super Cat. Y'all did y'all thing. Big shouts out Big Bo.
Yep.
All y'all did y'all thing. The pictures was amazing. I was on Dave's page.
Okay.
I'm looking at Miss Teresa say she saw Anthony Cates dancing on the table.
He always do that though.
Them boys was hanging.
Let me tell you, Anthony now. I like going out with them. They was hanging out. They was hanging out the cars, right? Even after work. And so me and Cheyenne, we was walking to the car court. Cheyenne was like, "You always like this." He told me it's always a party.
Right.
Like he hop out, now he dancing. Like
he always been that way too. He consistently been that way.
But it's good. It's good.
You enjoy life.
The city is becoming what we are creating.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing I want y'all to know. We creating a place we want to be at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The events we want to see. And they talk about how the dollar don't circulate. Go to one of these parties and circulate your dollar with the community.
Because it was black decorators, star status. The
spend your money with the black people,
and
then the dollar will circulate. And it might just be a party.
Yeah, real deal.
And okay, to continue on, this Sunday, it was a huge event, big event outside on the Deuces. On the Deuces Corner. We don't have a name for the park right now. We are working on naming
out there.
It say Deuces.
It said Deuces Corner Park.
Okay. We needed to say somebody's name so I can say it's like they got Walter Fuller Park. Why it can't be Enoch Davis? Okay. So let
me just take a minute.
I just rolled my eyes. It's clear that
I gotta breathe. I gotta breathe. Let me just breathe.
But I just want somebody.
We ain't got no sign out there, and we done took pictures in front of the
I know.
He in some of the pictures. He might have been the one that took the pictures.
And he probably came up with the name.
No, that's what I'm talking about. We need an official name. I'm tired of all these linear parks and corner parks and play lots. We got some black leaders whose name could be on these parks. But I digress. What I go back to is the amazing car show that was put on. Big shouts out to the Callus, Urban Drinkery, the whole Deuces live board staff. It was an amazing event. It was going for about 5 hours yesterday. 6 hours. That thing was jumping.
And I want to give a shout out to the Bad and Bougie Social Club.
Yes, they did.
They did a fundraiser on Friday. Yeah.
Yes,
so like kind of kicking it off at the Deuces. Shout out to Glam Catering. Roz was doing her thing, man. So they had like
that was my birthday.
It was amazing. Yeah. And I was there, hung out for a little bit, man. Before the sun started going down. You know how I go. But it was amazing. Like great.
That was my birthday.
I
got a nice plate. Big shouts out Urban Drinker, Sandra.
And y'all keep your eyes open. Shout out to Tab and everybody, Tabitha Waller, my wife, and all of them, the whole team, man. Bad and Bougie Social Club. They doing some stuff and getting some stuff in place for the summer. And look out, because it's gonna be, from what I had, the conversation that I had, like they doing some amazing things. So that was Friday. That was the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I went to the African Freedom and Liberation event at the Uhuru House.
Okay.
Big shouts out to 99 Black Power.
Yeah, 96.3.
Thank you, Black Power, 96 Black Power. I mean,
I got it.
Because we salute and support all stations.
We really do.
We not out here to have competition, and we looking to be on the Sunday morning show with MMF.
Yeah, we are.
Big shouts out. Big shouts out to Walter. MMF.
Look, I feel like the translator over here.
You know what I'm talking about, bro.
Y'all remember when they used to do them Obama skits where like you got the and like what he really, and then what he really saying behind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But yo,
so I'm the Mr. Edmund translator, right?
No, we're looking to be on the Sunday morning show on WMMNF with Walter
close enough
Smith III.
Okay.
And we showing love to all the radio stations, all the podcasts. So if you're a podcaster and you want to come and promote your podcast, get with Kiana. She will book you to be on the show, and we're gonna talk about your podcast or your radio show. And when you tune in, when we on another podcast or another show, tune in, lock in, and follow them, because we want to make this thing grow.
Yeah, and when we talk about the New Image Project, like, that's the whole goal, right? New information, media, arts, graphics, and entertainment. And so when we see that, we support that.
Yes.
And I remember, a few years ago, we need to run it back, how we put together like the Black Media Coalition, where we brought
all the Black media together.
Yeah. And that was like print.
We're gonna do that.
Yeah. And it's coming up.
So, we'll do that. So Black media, if you're a Black media figure and you got any form of Black media, whether it is podcast, radio, TV, news, any form of Black media, get with us. You're a filmmaker. If you're a music producer, if you're a form of Black media, get with us, because we're gonna have a big. We did that Rush Hour.
Yeah, we did.
So we'll probably connect that. Probably
it was Black Media Meetup. That's what it was.
Black
You remember I had some great. Oh, never mind. So okay,
You want to say, but not right now.
That's when you your phone and you paying attention.
No. Actually, it's what you said that sparked my memory about.
But she got a filter. See, you would have just said whatever it was, and it was like, oh, you just gonna say that. Like, I saw what happened just then. I saw you had a moment where you was about to say something. It's like, no, I didn't need to say that right now.
And then I would have just said,
I know you would have, because that's what you do. And then we be looking like, hey, you just said that? That was her governor that kind of jumped.
Yeah.
We got comments. What do people say?
The people say, Bruce Moore, what the what the MMT have?
WMMM. Okay.
Mr. Reese, exactly. Jabbar, rules of decorum are appropriate.
Okay.
Arnisha, that's how he rolls. He's so sporadic.
Yeah.
That's his superpower.
Sporadic.
No. Okay. I'm glad we're talking about superpower. Put my 3D glasses on. But listen, my superpower.
It's going to change from the different. Go ahead.
Look, and so this is a question that we ask every Sunday on the Lakeside chat, and so he's answering it right here for our listening audience.
This is my superpower.
It might be another one. He has.
Me right now.
He's a multi-power figure. Yeah.
So my superpower is organizing.
Okay.
And connecting people.
I would agree with that.
So I took a real introspective look at myself
to
find my superpower. All superheroes need to do this. If you watch Superman, when he go off and he come back with his powers, that's what he did. He went inside.
Yeah.
So yes, my superpower is connecting people, because I have a unique way of building and bonding with people, and I'm able to transfer relationships and connect people who do different things.
Yeah,
and it's almost effortless. You know what I mean? One of my partners called me, and we did a little something. We made some stuff happen, and he was like, "Man, this is something that probably would have took me a year."
Yeah,
2 years, dog, and I just called you, and you called this, and you gave me this number, and then boom, the next day I'm meeting with the person.
Yeah, I've seen you do that though. Like I can bear witness that is a superpower. Particularly with what just happened with an incident with the family, and how you was able to just, like, you call me and I'm like, hey man, call this person,
boop, boop,
and then boom, boom, like that one call, you was like, oh yeah, you right, and then the dominoes, like after that, like you got the spark, but then when you got the spark, it was like, okay, boom, and then later on it was like this family got help that they need, they got resources, they got this, they got support, and it was just. It was like really being able to Rubik's Cube
and connect it.
And connect the dots.
I'm glad you said that, because it was like, we was thinking, like, how can we get some money together? How could we kind of help? Whatever. And it was like that link and that connection was worth more money than I could have gave them out my pocket.
The value of that.
More money than we could have raised. Was connected, just a phone call. Here with his phone number. Call him. Here with his phone number. Oh, if they don't pick up, call this number. Leave a message. Tell him I sent you. Woo, woo, woo. And you're right.
Yeah. And the work that we've been doing is to try and increase everybody's ability to do that. That's what that whole asset mapping is about, is being able to identify resources in our community. So our organizing model is ABCD, asset-based community development.
ABCD.
It's asset-based community development. And what we typically do is we start to look at what the strengths of our community
within
are within us. Like,
yes.
what can we as our team, like, what are our strengths? What we ask that question? What's your superpower? What did you do really well?
Yes.
What business are you in? Who do you know? What's your warm circle like? And then you asset map yourself as an individual to see what resources you have available to you. And then we put all of that together to say, you know what, as a community, this is what we have.
Yeah.
Then we can start looking at, okay, well, what's needed and wanted? Because a lot of times that organizing come in and they just look at all of the things that's wrong with the community.
That you ain't got.
Yeah, you don't, but not realizing, like,
they look at everything that's a deficit.
Yep.
And not look at the pluses.
And say, like, and so we brought balance to that through our organizing model to say, man, you look, because we was in spaces where it was a lot of resources, but we just didn't know that these resources were out here. So it's like, you know what, let's find out all of these things. And when you do that consistently over time, you have people in your phone, you have contacts, you have, and I think this is.
Our phones be so powerful.
Yeah.
Like, if I lose my phone right now.
Oh my God.
No, you got to back it up.
Do you fear losing your phone? We were talking about fear earlier.
Ooh. I don't
how afraid are you to lose your phone?
You know what? Everything is backed up in technology. If something happened to my phone, I guarantee if I go to Sprint, well, T-Mobile, because that's what. That once I reconnect and get a new phone, everything is gonna pop back up. Maybe back in the days you'll be like, "Dang!"
I lost my phone.
Nah, if I lose it, I can shut it down.
And
I
do
can,
everything,
and make sure nobody can't access it and all that other stuff.
You know what I used to do? What? I used to keep phones. So like right now I got a gang of phones.
Okay.
So if I did lose a phone, I got a phone with all the numbers in it.
That you can
So organize
like you don't turn in your phone when you go
never.
How they can trade your phone trades. And give you
I ain't gonna lie, when I started iPhones, I started trading iPhones. So
okay.
I have so many iPhones sitting at the house because I pay for my phone.
Right.
I just don't be I do have a fear like separation. Like I do. No, I really do. Like I hold on to stuff. Like
I got that too.
Like I do.
That's what I was doing this weekend. I was separating this weekend.
Everything you been holding on.
I was like, man, I need to let it go.
I'm gonna go do that later.
My big old TV with the back until like
the backup. Just in case anything happened to these new TVs.
I just my middle school TV. I promise you, I probably didn't get rid of it until 2014.
Wow!
And it was like a line going through it, and I was time to go. And I was like, who can fix it? Like I just didn't want, like, for real. It was my, and I had this since middle school, so you know,
right?
But then it just
do they
died.
Even do that anymore? People don't even fix TVs no more
for emotional support, like a support dog.
It's like a specialty thing. It's like shoe repair.
Hey, now it's just
Yeah.
You good? They can't see you. Yeah, they can't see you. Hey, it's like a
right
hey, you know how you unless you want to be seen, now it's up to you.
We have a visitor.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, I want to say this about the TV. You know how you can't get rid of the TV, and now it's like a cabinet, and you sit all the stuff on the top, got pictures on it, and you know it don't work.
Yeah.
Some people use it as a bar. They sit it up there, and they got all the liquor on top of it.
I just don't, like, for me, like, now I might get rid of phones, but I still have every phone. Like, I have so many phones sitting at my.
I do too. I'm just like you. And this
but
what I did.
But you know what? My second phone right now, which nobody has, is connected to my
like
regular phone.
Yeah, like a bounce.
So like if depending
call and
on
come to it. Yeah,
it definitely will. Like,
I've been trying to do that.
No. It's like connected. So if we're close to this phone, like if the two phones are close, both of them are gonna ring.
Hey, Miss Davis say she can lose it. She ain't scared. So I'm the same way. And one of the things that I learned, organizing is just the importance of data and information.
Yeah.
You have your contacts. Your contacts is a data point.
Your network
is your network.
Yes,
exactly.
It is. And people don't understand that.
Your contacts is a data point, and it's actually worth money. It's an intangible thing that you can't. It's an intangible thing that you can't see the value of. You can't see the value of my phone list. I can't see the value of my contact list. But my contact list is invaluable when used.
You know, when I realized my contact list was valuable, and probably you can relate, when you realize everybody call you because they know you have the contact.
Yeah.
Like, that's for real. Like,
they know you have the contact.
because they be like, who can Kiana.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me call Kiana.
Yeah.
Let me call Jabbar. Let me
I
call
get that
Brother
call.
John.
Yeah, I get those calls too.
You do. You
know
just told her to call
Yeah.
and I called you. They
Yeah.
called me. I called Brother John.
And then sometimes, and then I be like, let me
and then
call
we connect the
Jabbar.
dots.
And then you
Yeah.
pick up and be like, let me call Kiana.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know what? We got a really super team here.
I think so. I
do too.
really,
It works.
Absolutely unite with that.
Do we ever ask Kiana?
We do have an Ask Kiana, but before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Keyshawn's Corner and this event. We were doing events and we were talking about upcoming, what's happening. Oh, look at you! Look, we got Vanna Black over here. So Keyshawn's Corner is presenting 613, a youth mental health awareness and suicide prevention resource fair. It's going to be June 15, 2024 at Lake Vista Recreation Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And y'all know where Lake Vista is. And you can visit KeyshawnsCorner.org to find out more about it. And we're going to bring in the founder, huh? Corner with a K. There we go. We're going to bring the founder in, and she's going to tell us about it at some point. She's being shy this morning.
Not today, but she coming in, right?
Yep, she coming in, and she's actually going to be on camera. Rakisha Fuller, Executive Director, and it's Keyshawn with a K. Thank you for that. And we're going to really walk through and talk about this event, and we're going to promote it heavily because the need in our community is so great.
Mental health, and we talk about this all the time, and this is how important it is. So I'm glad about this event, and so this is another kickoff for Juneteenth weekend.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a
you know,
big
man.
Juneteenth.
So you're looking at like all the stuff that's going on, and I mean, this summer is going to be fully packed. Mental health stuff, because even with the concert series that we're doing every second Saturday, we're including mental health because we're trying to increase the peace. We're going to have all these conversations and information out there for you so that we want not only our youth but our adults to have the tools so that you can be successful in society and nothing is holding you back, because we started this out about your fears.
We talking about fear this morning.
Their mind is a powerful thing, and it gives you fears and think that you cannot move forward, right? And you cannot accomplish your dream. And what we're here to tell you is that you can do it all.
You can.
And the other part about this that's like full circle for me is, you remember maybe about 4 years ago now, when we used to bring in Dr. Brittany, and we always talked
Dr.
about
Peters,
suicide. We used to talk about youth suicide, and it wasn't like really popular as far as a conversation. And we started just talking about it and lifting it up. She gave us some stats. They was doing like focus groups,
Black Mental Health Month, and all that stuff.
And then now we have someone who's directly impacted by it, that's leading this effort, Youth Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Resource Fair. Because it was just conversations, but like what resources, what tools, what things. You know, it was like, oh yeah, this is a problem in our community.
But then what?
Then what? Right? Like, and so this is a answer to that. And then what? You know what I'm saying? Like being able to provide resources, being able to create safe spaces. And Keyshawn's Corner, Keyshawn with a K, Corner with a K, is absolutely something that we want to check out, support, and really show up for. Reach out to the youth. The other thing I'll say, and then we do ask Kiana, is when we talk about youth, a lot of times you forget the youth in your family. Y'all notice my speech
all the time.
I got to, because you looking for youth, but you got a niece that's real shy, real quiet, and you wonder like, oh, well, this is youth. And you got like your children, like my grandchildren. I remember that, you know, it's the 3 boys and each one of them got a friend. So now you got 6 youth that you can put your hands on, but we are not looking at them as the youth. You're trying to find some mystical youth in the community. Look in your family. That it's your nephew, it's your sister's son, your brother's son, your grandchildren, and y'all know they need somebody to talk to. And they need somebody to talk to. Your children.
Right? No, you said it right the first time when we were talking about fear, because that's one of the things people scared to have these conversations. People scared to put this on the table when we want to just demystify it.
Right.
This is something, or give you the tools. You can come out and learn the tools to have a conversation that need to be had.
And if you don't know how to have that conversation, this is when the community comes together. Help find somebody in your circle that can have the conversation for you.
That's right.
Because sometimes people
it might not have to be you.
It doesn't have to be you. It takes a village.
That's right though. That's right.
And it's a part of the village. So y'all gonna hear us talk about this more. We're gonna bring in the founder and executive director, Rakisha Fuller. She's gonna tell us more about it. I think the information is on the screen because we got Jam behind the camera.
Yeah, I see you do that.
I see Aura Productions. She took the car, ran it in there. See, that's what happened when you got off-air producers. So this is Aura Production at its finest, right? Because usually we'll be trying to do that, but now
we'll be telling somebody. Can somebody put the information in there? We'll be telling
that's true. We be doing on-air production.
Here you go.
You be where you at? Put it in the comments, right?
Ready, Jam? Killing them all.
Yes, Aura Productions. Find them on Facebook and get your podcast produced correctly.
Real deal. All right, Ask Kiana. Ask Kiana is brought to you by OCGC.coop. That's the One Community Grocery Co-op. And you can find more about them and how to bring healthy food options to South St. Pete. Dear Kiana, I recently found myself in a challenging situation with my husband. He discovered that I have an OnlyFans page, and he's not happy about it. Keep going. You got to let me keep going. Let me keep going.
It's messy Monday, y'all. We're gonna remake Monday. It's messy Monday. Go ahead, read it.
Let's ask Kiana. Why y'all acting surprised?
It's messy Monday. She got an OnlyFans. I just told my husband I got an OnlyFans page.
I'm going to wait
for the response from Friday.
Because Friday the dude. I see what you're saying. Because Friday's Ask Kiana was a guy saying I accidentally discovered that my wife was having affairs online. So this might be the wife. Okay. I see the connection. Okay, I see what you did. Because I'm like, what was that reaction? But he did accidentally discover that she had
say OnlyFans.
Yeah, so she said. So take two. Dear Kiana, I recently found myself in a challenging situation with my husband. He discovered that I have an OnlyFans page and he's not happy about it. I started the page after losing my job, and the income has been essential for covering my personal care expenses without having to ask him for financial support. He's currently the sole provider for our household, and I thought this would help lighten the load. I'm making really good money and want to continue. How can I address his concerns and have an open, honest conversation about why I started this page and its benefits to our situation?
Are you the one who said that you'll go to the shelter?
I don't think that's
who going to the shelter.
You missed it.
Yeah, he called her cheating.
No, she ain't going to. She got OnlyFans. She ain't got to go to no shelter.
She effing up, bro.
That's what
not down.
She effing up.
Yeah.
How she gonna go to
that? So honestly, you probably should have had the conversation prior.
Okay.
To you actually starting the OnlyFans. But everybody think OnlyFans is like super freaky. Sometimes people just show your toes. People got foot fetishes.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, and things like that. So what kind of OnlyFans do you have?
So wait, people make money from showing their feet?
Yeah, I thought about it when I heard that. I'm like,
toes. I mean, it's all in the toes, baby. It's all in the toes.
Fetishes for everything. People got lip fetishes. Yes. So like you could just show your lips and what color you want me to put on.
Yes.
Like you know what I mean? Like
serious?
Just stuff like.
And OnlyFans has educational stuff too.
Okay.
Like it's not all a sexual site. That's for the sexuals guys.
Okay. That's what stopped me from going, because I thought it was
you have like motivational speakers. You really
on OnlyFans.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah, you do.
You have people who can monetize their stardom, I guess.
Okay.
But if you get
maybe she's a motivational.
I'm finna make an OnlyFans, so don't judge me.
I am.
I didn't know that either.
I am. If you get one, I am.
Hey, if you catch me on there, just know I told y'all. I told you.
So you modeling the behavior. So let them know in advance that this is what your intent is.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Tell your story before somebody
before they accidentally discover.
Hey, don't hide it.
But all jokes aside, I mean, at this point now you really need to have a conversation with your husband.
How do you start that? Because that's what it said. How can I address his concerns and have an open and honest conversation?
He already found out.
So how do you like start that conversation?
Well, he done already found out. So now it's
okay.
Now it's up. Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, that's how you do it.
I mean, at this point,
you don't ease into it.
You got codes, Ain't no easy.
But no.
Yeah.
But you can find out like what body parts are you sharing?
No, I'm just saying
what is your page about? You get what I'm saying? Get
yeah.
into a conversation.
That's what I said.
My page is about freak offs, and we go to freak offs. I don't know. You just gotta have a conversation.
When you get caught, all you can do is just sit there and be like,
I just don't. I was expecting a little more from you, Q.
No, I can't get
Oh my God.
I was expecting you to be like, okay, so what you do is you sit down, you kind of set the mood.
You got called, so at this point, it ain't like she pre-doing it.
So she on defense right now.
Right,
This is not an offensive position.
Yeah, like if she would have wrote and said, "Hey, like I got
I'm thinking about
and I need to tell my husband about it,"
but he's already found out.
But he's already found out. So now it's like
you just got to sit in.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Like, what else can I tell you?
No, but that's right though. You dead right though.
I hear that. Yeah,
at this point,
don't avoid the conversation.
You can't avoid
be an adult.
And just like, let's just talk about it. You got to go straight forward because at this point, you cannot do the soft presentation because you've been caught.
But know what help me? Show me the bank account.
Right.
Show me how much you do.
That'll help you with that conversation.
That's how we started.
How we doing?
Come in, I know.
Yeah.
Show me the bank account.
Oh,
if you ain't making no money.
So now it's a joint effort?
Now, if you ain't making no money, we had a problem. What you doing is because you like it. See? Show me the bank account.
But what if you got ideas on how she can make more money?
I might have some. That's why you got to show me how much money you're making.
You're emotionally
mature. We need to see where you at with this thing.
You know how much money you're making, so I can see what to do.
You're emotionally mature.
Okay.
Because I show you the bank account. So now you selling it?
Oh.
No.
That's the whole thing.
No, but that's the basis of OnlyFans. It's to make money.
I know that.
But what if it's the principle and he like, I don't care how much you making.
This is why
it's just the principle. Like, you're my wife and I don't want you doing this.
And then on top of that, he be like, this is why I work so hard and I pay all the bills because she said this is extra money.
Yeah, she's and it's
She said this.
It says covering my personal care expenses without having to ask him for financial support. So that's that kind of that independent or interdependent where it's like, I know I need help, but I'm trying not to get help with these things because I want to maintain this certain lifestyle. Personal care expenses, that's what that's like. Nails, that's hair.
I don't think he's going to agree with that.
Yeah.
He's not. That's what I'm saying.
If you need a little extra for your hair, extra for your
I don't even want to see the bank account. If that's all you're doing it for,
shut it down.
Yeah, shut it down. All you're doing it for is to take care of your personal care expenses. What are you talking about? I can put that in the bank account.
Add a little extra on the back end.
You can put that in the bank account for you.
Okay.
You don't need to showing the assets.
No, and then let me hear you go. And
I'm just saying.
Remember when I asked you to get my hair and nails?
But I didn't know you. I didn't know you was gonna show your assets. I didn't know the assets was involved.
It costs that much.
Okay.
I ain't know the assets.
Yeah. Okay, I hear that because it may be something to asking him for support, right? Because
and he don't see the value in it.
No, it's stuff that come with that. Like
it's $300 hair, dude.
Because no. Here's the thing, though. You know, in our community, there's this. We got buttons on asking people to help us with stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I could do it myself, I'm going to do my best to do it myself.
You ain't gonna ask nobody, but you gonna go on OnlyFans.
I mean, that's our way of like.
You gotta ask
because you never know what the response is when he asks.
On OnlyFans, you gotta ask them to make a donation.
I'm telling you, man. Look,
the people don't know me.
I've been around enough people to know they don't know me like that.
Ooh, they don't know me like that.
Yeah. So you asking them for, but here's the thing: when you go to somebody and you ask them for help, depending on how they respond, that's going to determine if you want to continue to ask them.
Correct.
And so apparently something's going on where she don't want to ask him for help. Now, I think that might be like another one of them issues that you want to double click. Like, why don't you want to ask him for help?
And it may be a selfless act that she's doing. She's like, it's so.
I'm doing this for you. I'm trying making a sacrifice.
That's manipulation. That's manipulation. We need to talk about manipulation.
That'll be what's on your mind when.
Yeah, because that's manipulation.
But no, let me tell you, when you think, you can see the person who sees somebody go out there and work really hard for the family and be like, you know what, he wants a vacation.
Okay.
Right?
So I don't have an OnlyFans.
So, I mean, I started this because I'm sitting at home.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at home. I can't, he don't want me to work a regular smuggler job.
Yeah.
But I want to give this to him, and now creativity come in. And I know people like toes. I got pretty toes.
She might be just showing her feet.
You know, I don't know what OnlyFans you have.
But what if they my feet? Don't show my feet. This is a community thing.
You don't even know them your feet because I don't even show my face.
I found the page, so now I know.
So talk to your husband.
Yeah,
ma'am.
just at this point, just be honest with it.
Be
Tell
honest,
them
be
you
honest.
got to be honest. Have the conversation, and the conversation that you avoid to have anytime is the most important conversation that you need to have. So sit down, have it, let the chips fall where they're made. Honesty is the best key. I can't say that
And what if he don't want her to continue? Then
just let him know how much you enjoy.
No, just keep saying I'm doing this for us.
You want me to tell you, if he doesn't want you to continue, again, this is extra money, and you might have to let it go for the better good of your family.
Yeah.
Because extra money is not worth losing your whole household.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because then
That's
now
true.
you don't have to pay bills. Then you really will have to use OnlyFans to pay it off.
Yeah. Last thing for me, I learned a long time ago that if you got to sneak and do it, you probably shouldn't be doing it. So yeah. If you can't just do it and walk in and be like, I'm finna just do this, and you got to sneak and you got to kind of duck it. Yeah, you already know that you shouldn't be doing
but
that.
some stuff never mind.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you can't even get. You know when you're right. You know when you're wrong.
If you're sneaking and doing it,
you
then
know you're wrong.
That's an indicator.
That's a big indicator.
Yeah.
And then you know you don't want him to know, and then you wrote Kiana.
After he found out,
then
you write Kiana before you started the page.
Kiana, you know you
you know you're wrong. You're wrong, and you know you're wrong. Talk to your husband. That's Ask Kiana, brought to you by OCGC. .co-op.
So I don't know what y'all Monday looks like.
Yeah.
Because it is Memorial Day.
Yeah.
It's probably, hopefully, it's barbecue cookouts.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. They're having, where I go to the beach at, they having a big old beach bash out there.
Okay.
I'm not participating because it's too many people for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
some of that social.
Listen, big shouts out to the boys doing all these beach basses, all this, man. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to my turn.
Yeah.
I got some.
I'm
I
inspired.
can't wait. This summer is gonna be hot and super lit. He say, she say, back full effect.
First Friday.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, y'all. Please don't take this heat for granted.
Friday.
People passing out, and you think because you're drinking water, you need to drink some H3O, put some fruit in that water, some cucumbers or what they call it, coconut milk or something, because you need your electrolytes.
Not coconut milk.
Coconut water.
Okay.
Don't drink no coconut milk. Yes, coconut water.
See,
I
Jim,
apologize.
you getting familiar with the Jabbar facts.
Yes. It's a little. I'm sorry.
Also, look forward, kids. We got a couple minutes. Look forward next Friday. We'll be live at Urban Drinkery.
Yes.
Right on.
It's always a party.
Yeah, it is.
We want y'all to pull up on it, and not only pull up on us at Urban Drinkery, just pull up at Urban Drinkery.
Yes. The spot for coffee and conversations
and
great vibes
and culture,
and culture.
So also this Friday, May 31st, Community Action Day is at Dell Holmes Park. It's the Pinellas Opportunity Council. I'm
gonna be there.
They're doing that at Dell Holmes Park. We also have Shop Talk 101. We want to cultivate sensational conversations with mature adults about romantic relationships and intimacy, and how we're connected in 2024. You can come blush with us, and that's Saturday, June 1st.
Yes.
Look, I can read. Saturday, June 1st, 6 p.m. To 8 p.m. at Design Savvy Salon. To RSVP, there's a number on here, and I ain't pay. I need to renew my subscription, so I can't see that.
So
number.
y'all,
don't send it to me.
So I want to say,
but we'll put it in the chat so y'all be able to see.
Big shouts out. Big shouts out to the Mo Show. You can catch us on the Mo Show, the Tampa Bay
MoShowLive.com.
MoShowLive.com. You can catch the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. We're syndicated, baby.
Yeah, we are. So that's May 31st, Community Action Day. Saturday, June 1st. You got a Juneteenth event in Enoch Davis Center. And then other stuff this next week.
There's also an event at Studio 620 on June 1st. I'll get the information. Shane's going to be singing. And some other people too as well. And I think the ticket's like $15. So
Miss Teresa say, damn, I might set up an OnlyFans account if I can't earn money from just showing my feet.
I'm telling you.
Listen.
Let me be your manager. Right?
Please
I put it out there. Tampa Bay Breakfast Club get 10%.
There we go. Yeah,
y'all moving in on people money.
Innovative
They
approach.
wouldn't have known without us.
So again, we want to thank. I also want to thank Rakisha for coming in. She came by, dropped off some information. We're going to share this. We're going to highlight it again. We want to remind
Keyshawn's
you.
Corner with a K.
Save the date, y'all. Youth Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Resource Fair, June 15th. Go to Keyshawn's Corner with the K.org and you can find out more information about that. What's your final thoughts, y'all?
My final thoughts. Thank y'all for the ride. Wednesday's coming. Man, catch us on Wednesday. We're gonna be doing something.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
What's on your mind Wednesday?
What's on your mind Wednesday? Oh yeah, you know what we didn't do today. It's still big Gemini season.
Gemini
season.
The love of Gemini. It ain't too late to love of Gemini. It ain't too late to love a Gemini.
Child.
Right. Hey, but thank y'all for the Gemini show, because that was a big show for us.
It was.
The Gemini show.
The Gemini show. The Gemini show. Trademark.
But I gotta say, stay tuned.
Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes and shout all around the house.
Yeah, up next. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Kiana.
I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we got Jam behind the cam, and we out.